Good morning, everyone. This morning, I didn't do much filming yesterday, sorry about that, but yesterday afternoon, after replacing that air valve, I had heard there was a slight leak on this air valve here. This is the parking brake valve, and sent the vehicle out because we needed to use it. Used it for one load. Obviously this was still leaking, but in the meantime, right as it got home, the buttons, these are the buttons in the cab that release your parking brake and trailer brakes. The old one, the one button just completely quit working. You push it in, it wouldn't hold it in, it wouldn't send air through the lines. So I got a new one of those. So now I'm replacing both the parking brake valve and the push button valves. And so that's what I'm doing this morning. As I wait for fittings for that air push button, I don't have fittings currently. I'm gonna start cleaning the inside of this truck because it's quite dirty in here and no one else will clean it, so let's get at it. I've got the new fittings installed on the new buttons. Now it's time to install the button back into where it belongs. Well, I got everything back together now. So now it's time to go over to the farm, and I gotta start setting another concrete wall for our silage bunker. Now I didn't realize I had it in time-lapse mode, but anyways, what I was doing here is I was digging out this hole right here because we were planning on putting a wall here to set poles on top of to hold the building up. But right next to it, you can see my father and I discussing here on what our plans are for putting up this bunker wall. This bunker wall, we decided we're going to make it about 50 foot long and about 9 feet tall. The old original bunker wall is about 10 feet tall, but being that we're widening it as far as we are, we decided we can get away with having a little shorter wall and just having a bigger pile altogether. Well, we went and dug the trench, and now we're setting up forms inside for the footings. However, this wall we are doing slightly different than normal walls, where you just set up a form, pour it, and then set your wall forms on top of it. This wall, we decided not to do that because we didn't want to have water being able to fit between the two mating surfaces and rusting off the rebar, making the rebar useless. Since this wall matters a lot to us because it is a bunker wall, and like that bunker wall there has been around since 1963, we figured we'd build it slightly different so we wouldn't have any issues with rusting off rebar and the wall toppling over. So that is what I'm doing currently. at some point there, the camera overheated. I'm not sure exactly where, but I finished putting up the boards and I started putting up some rebar, and that's where I'm ending tonight. And tomorrow we'll finish putting up rebar and start setting wall. Thank you all for watching. Y'all have a great night.